What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be ranking the 10 Modern Warfare 2 maps that were here upon release date. I'm also going to be giving some recommendations on what guns to use, how to play these maps to become a better player, and all that kind of jazz. I'm not going to hold y'all for too long. Let's swerve right into the video. Just a quick disclaimer, we are rating these maps relative to one another, not relative to the whole franchise, because you're going to have your maps like Hijacked, like Rust, like Raid, that are loved by the whole community and they're 10 out of 10 maps. That just wouldn't be fair to this class because the highest rating would realistically be like a 6 or a 7. So we are rating them relatively to one another and what we were given. That's my full disclaimer. Coming in not so strong at number 10, we have Tarak. I personally gave this map a 3 out of 10. I don't know what Call of Duty was thinking. Their players have been trending more in a camping direction, so they put us in a map of a bunch of sniper camping holes where little Timmies are just waiting to aim you down sight from a million miles away and then make it wide open in the middle. The map just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I like to run and gun, but you are so SOL on this map if you don't have a long range AR, an LMG, or a sniper in your hand. This map just doesn't really, like I said, play well for me. I've never had like great games on this map, and that's why I have it at my number 10 spot. Coming in at number 9, I have Santoseña Border Crossing. Now I want to put a quick disclaimer on this one saying that it depends on the players that you get in the lobby. If you get a bunch of campers, this map is literally the most irritating map that Call of Duty has ever released. And if you get a bunch of running gun players, it actually doesn't play too bad. The main gripe I have with this map is the cars in the middle. Like, I get that them exploding on a grenade is realistic and all, but Call of Duty, what the f***? Like, it doesn't matter who you are, what you're running, battle hardened, whatever. It just seems like you get exploded by a car every 15 seconds. It's just a kill streak killer, and I just don't enjoy this. They could have easily posted the tunnel on the right side of the map and called it a 3-lane map, and that would have been fine. Honestly, it really wouldn't have been that bad of a map, but just based on the exploding cars and the fact that it's a 2-lane map, I have to give it a 4 out of 10 and put it at number 9 on my list. Coming in at number 8, I have Breenburg Hotel. I gave this map a 5 out of 10. That may be a shocker to some of y'all, but let me explain. On paper, this map is large. Like, this is a big map, but it plays as one of the smallest maps on the game, and it's kind of deceiving in that manner. The big gripe I have with this map is it seems like every room that you walk into, there's at least 3 different entryways where people can come in, and it's just frustrating to play when you run into one and then there's 3 people shooting you from every which angle. I recommend using the snipers. There's a bunch of good sniper shots on this map. I wouldn't recommend camping them, but it plays as a pretty fast map, so if you run a sniper or a marksman, I think I do pretty well on this map. Also, a good little SMG or something for the really close range stuff helps. That's why I have Breenburg at number 8. Like I said, I know that's a shocker to some of y'all. A lot of y'all really ride for this map, but I can't put it any higher on my list. Coming in at the number 7 hole, I have El Asilo. I personally gave this map a 5 out of 10 as well. It's just that some of the problems in this map are bigger than the problems in the other maps. Like the hill in the very back of the map just about gave me the HIV virus after 3 games played. It was extremely difficult to see people up there from a long distance if you don't have a sniper. While the middle does play very well and it's very fast paced, just the 2 hills, it's the one in the back and the one on the very side of the map, it's just extremely hard to see people up there if you're not running something long scoped. So that is why I recommend using snipers on this map, and running like an SMG or an AR for the middle of this map. That's the best way to play it, is stay inside the middle as much as humanly possible. That's why I have it at the 7 hole. It's just kind of a very middle of the line map for me. Coming in at number 6, I have Zarqwa Hydroelectric. This is starting to get into the range of like the maps that I'm enjoying playing a little bit more. I really like this map overall. It's a classic 3-lane Call of Duty map. There's not really a whole lot to complain about. The one thing that I do have to say about it is that everybody is new to the water feature and where you can swim underground and all that kind of stuff. And it takes one person that knows what they're doing to completely abuse this feature. In the maps that I have had like a super sweaty match and people would use the water, it got ridiculous and it was extremely frustrating. That's definitely a mechanic that I need to work on myself. But like I said, I overall enjoy this map. I gave it a 6 out of 10, and I overall have it in the 6 hole. So now we hop into the top 5. Coming in at number 5, I have Farm 18. Now this map is awesome for run and gun players. It reminds me a lot about Shoot House. It might just be the left side of the map where, you know, they have like the little shooting dummies and stuff. But overall, this map really does remind me of Shoot House. The middle is extremely fun to play. I don't have very many gripes about this map. The only thing that I can say about this map is it takes one hard scoping Timmy on the very building in the right with a bunch of holes in it and underground and all that kind of stuff to completely abuse that building and just make it extremely frustrating for everybody to play. If everybody is running and gunning on this map, this is honestly like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Just sadly, that's not the way the Call of Duty community has decided to play this map. That's why I have it at my number 5 hole. Coming in at my number 4 spot, we have Embassy. Now, the Call of Duty community has a lot of mixed reviews on this map, and it's kind of just dependent again on what kind of lobby you get. This is a classic 3-lane map, except that they added a 3-lane on every side of the map, so it technically is like a 9-lane map, which makes the middle especially hectic. And it's just hard to predict people what they're going to be doing, whether they're going to be hard scoping down those lanes or you're going to run into a massive gunfight in the middle. It's just extremely hard to predict that, so that's why it makes this map kind of hard to play, and that's why I gave it a 7 out of 10. However, I do love the multi-story element to it, and I do like that overall, if you play the outside of the map, you will have a fun, enjoyable time on this map. But sadly, it can't go any higher than that because hard scopers have to ruin that rating for me. That's why it has the 4 spot on my list. Coming in at number 3, I have Albagra Fortress. Now, do not hate me. I gave this map an 8 out of 10. I really like the way this map plays. There's constant action everywhere. As long as people don't abuse the head glitches too much or the top stories of the buildings, if you know, you know, it's fine. It's a great map, actually. There's lots of action in the middle. It always seems like you'll find somebody to run into within the first 5 seconds that you're playing. This is a true run and gun map. Like, there's not very many people sniping on this type of map. That's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. And that's why I have it at my number 3 spot. Like I said, I really do enjoy this map. Coming in at number 2, I have Mercado Las Almas. Now, I really enjoy the aesthetic of this map, the vibrance, the way it looks. I just got back from Mexico a few months ago, so it reminds me a lot about one of the cities that we visited. But overall, this is just a great map. There's constant action no matter where you're going. The objective-based modes, it's very well played. I rarely find myself getting ran up from behind on this map. And overall, like I said, it's just hard to spawn trap. It's hard to do all the cheesy shit that people like to do. So I overall enjoy this map. I gave this one an 8 out of 10 as well, just because it plays very similar to Albagra Fortress. And that's why I have it at my number 2 spot. Now let's get in to the top dog. Coming in at number 1, to nobody's surprise, I do have Crown Raceway. This map is just extremely enjoyable on all facets. I love Hardpoint on this map. Hardpoint is so much fun to play on this map. The hardpoints are so well placed, and there's just a constant gun battle everywhere. You can play the middle and have a fun time. You can play the outsides and have a fun time. There's plenty of places to flank from and strategize and do all that on this map. And that's why I have Crown Raceway as my number 1. I gave this map a 9 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. If you do like this type of Call of Duty content, make sure to leave a like. We'll make more videos like this in the future. It helps our channel out tremendously when y'all leave a like, so we really do appreciate when y'all do it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a beat from the Swerve Boys. Other than that, Swerve Gaming, we're out. Y'all have a good one.